Hey guys, this is Crap and welcome back to World of Tanks. Woo! And welcome to not the grand finals of the Wargaming League tournament. Sorry, I'm not that good. Instead, welcome to the first of a little mini-series I hope to kind of pile together called Random Replays. As basically, what I will be doing is I will be watching a couple of replays from... a couple of random replays, as you imagine, for the very first time. So basically what you'll be doing is getting my first ever impressions upon the replay. Not entirely sure how it will go, but, you know, if you guys like the content, by all means, do let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like, and of course subscribing if you wish for more. And today's first two replays will come from a couple of friends of mine who have very kindly donated their replays. Lord Rexasaur from the Priest of Wallol and Nimbus from the Priest of Wallol as well. So without further ado, let's get started with Nimbus. And we are back. And we are watching Nimbus's replay. He is driving a KV2 on highway. Now I do actually kind of remember this because I was in my KV85, but I'll give you a spoiler, I don't last long and I don't watch the rest of this. So I have no idea what he did in this game, as I died and pretty much quit the game. I don't know if I quit the game after this. I wasn't really having a particular... This was when I was trying to find decent... was this when I was trying to do well in my KV85, which is immensely hard to do, and I think at this point I had had a straight crap games in a row, so I wasn't feeling too pleased at the moment. Oh, hello. There we go. So, KV2, pretty awesome tank. I actually sold mine recently though because I'd hardly ever play it anymore. But I'd still recommend you get it because as a heavy tank, especially with the 152mm gun, it's really, really useful. Now, ever since, of course, that massive nerf came about with the accuracy, I won't lie, things haven't really been too great for it, but hopefully this replay will change the minds. T50 dies to an M5. No, T50 killed the M5. So, Nimbus taking a somewhat defensive position. Camera is sort of focusing on his perspective now, so I'm trying to be in a decent position. Bidden War is in his artillery, and so far, we're just both eyeing down the line. Jagdpanther is making a bit of a push. He's got the 105. Kind of, there is a bit of a glitch with the camera. KV1 decides to make a brave push for it. Accuracy of this thing is really crap, so you've got to take some time to aim. No longer a chance on that. So, Nimbus pre-aims on the KV1. KV1 is doing it, but a KV2, no, he's behind building. Moment we're just waiting for one of the heavies to make a mistake. Just pushing up. SU-85 moves into position, taking his time to aim. He shoots, and an SU-85 bites the dust, only by 113 hit points, as he also taken a hit. But then, unfortunately, the map deterioration is starting to show. I try and pop a shot, but unfortunately not too well. If you can notice on the mini-map there, we've got some things. KV1 making a bit of a push, but the reload of the KV2 not so great. But ARL 44 is making a push. Will Nimbus get it? Taking some hits. He fires, and he only gets a critical hit, which is not too good. Unfortunately, at this point, the situation in the game is deteriorating. We've got a major push coming up on the base. Yeah, this is when I was getting used to the new, yeah, this is when I was getting used to the new, yeah, mod. Jeez, this is a while back. So, the situation isn't looking too good. Our team in the town is starting to get ripped apart now, I think. Yeah. I get a shot into the T50, but... And... Bidden throw, tries his best but doesn't get it in. I'm moving into trying to defend the cap. Waiting for the T50 to show itself. So far, actually, the team is actually doing pretty well in the town. My apologies previously. I thought they were going to get a bit overwhelmed a bit, but Enemy team is pushing. ELC decides to push along. Enemy tanks, mostly light, are pushing into the cap. Bidden tries, but unfortunately he misses. Stuart Emil pops the T-37. The team is kind of getting killed in the town. That's right. Nimbus is actually spotted for the first time. So far, not looking too good. We are suffering some casualties. And fairly soon we're going to lose the base. Bidden is now turning to react to it. IS is doing decently okay. There's the enemy T-29. He is on fully upgraded. I'm taking a shit pummeling. I'm still getting used to this mod. I remember this slightly. ELC not paying attention. Really not paying attention. Now finally pays attention. But he tries his luck and he bites the dust. In the most glorious fashion, having just typed in. This is why you shouldn't type on replay. This is why you should never type on during battles. I know because I've done it and I've paid the price. So 2 kills, about 842 damage. Bidden is under some serious stress, calling out for help. I'm severely buggered. KV1 doing a pretty decent job knocking out the enemy tank, but the end, unfortunately, the KV1 is then knocked out in turn by the Su-100. Enemy T-67 trying to make his move on the Studio Mill. Nimbus goes to support. He fires without aiming down the sights and gets the kill. This is in his huge perspective. And he's spotted by the T-29. The enemy team does have artillery, but it's only a tier 6 FE-304. T-29 tries a shot, but accuracy being a bitch. I'm trying to get a shot into him. Not quite enough for Nimbus, but he goes into position, he fires, and accuracy is a bitch to him as well. RNG being a bit of a troll here. Reload is taking a while. T-29 is focused on me, thinking he can get a quick and easy kill. I'm withdrawing. T-50 in the background currently taking on the Studio Mill, looking pretty bad, but I'm able to save him. Nimbus made a mistake. He, instead of preempting the T-29 to move up. So T-29 on 1,000 hit points, unfortunately not so lucky. He's going for the kill now. He is completely tunnel visioned. Taking a bit of damage, but unfortunately not able to do enough. I unfortunately perish. But he does take a hit, and he sets the T-29 on fire, doing a very hefty amount of damage. And so now the T-29 is making his way, pushing up. There's no sign of the Comet or the T-29, which is surprising. Our IS, who is still alive, is fighting his way out. The T-29 is being completely oblivious to KV2. Like, really oblivious. Oh, he's now turning his turret. Nimbus tries, and no luck, but the T-29 doesn't have much luck either. Studio Mill on 3 hit points. Bidden decides to go for a shotgun. He fires. He only does 163 damage. Studio Mill misses the shot, and I don't think Bidden's going to survive this one. No, he can. Nimbus save him. He does! Oh, geez, that would have been a very embarrassing death there if the Studio Mill if he hadn't killed the thing and the Studio Mill rammed into him. Not the cleverest of ideas for the Studio Mill, since the Studio Mill A is very lightly armoured and B is on perilously low health. He would have sacrificed himself for what, a few hit points, thus giving the T-29 a kill. The IS, who has miraculously survived in the town, can't see him anymore because the radio range of the KV2 is shit. The Comet now finally decides to turn up way too late to make any major impact, and it's a stock Comet as well. And so really way too late. So a little embarrassing there. Probably could have turned the tide had the Comet pushed into the situation sooner. Same goes for the T-25, but the Comet is now taken care of thanks to Bidden's shot, finally getting some luck in there. And now all that's left is to hunt down the T-25-2. Now, I don't know why they didn't go in sooner. Personally, I would have rushed with the heavy tank. And there's the T-25 trailing after his friend, but too late to save him. And once again, a critical hit. Nothing too much, but T25-2, I think this turret's buggered, otherwise, yeah, he's aiming, but he can't do anything. Little tiny amount of damage as Nimbus rams into him, and Bidden takes the last kill of the game. So, there you go. A pretty dire situation turned around by the lack of enemy team working together, and the miraculousness of the KV-2's gun. It still can do a fair amount of damage on this, admittedly the accuracy has made it less effective than it used to be, but it's still a useful tank. Anyway, we're going to go to see the results of that game. So here are the results of that game. Obviously, it was a glorious victory. Nimbus getting 4 kills in his KV-2, getting himself a mastery badge, ace tanker, 5 for effect bruiser, but he also got himself a high caliber with his 2,684. He also gained himself the most experience, of the event, beating the, just in damage and in experience, beating the IS who survived that nasty encounter. So a very good game by Nimbus. Definitely going to be... Definitely does show when utilizing the KV-2 at its most effectiveness. I actually also forgot to mention that the KV-2, throughout that entire game, he did not take a single hit point of damage. Even when he rammed the T-25, he did not take any hit point damage of that. So, just goes to show, when you know how to use the KV-2, it can be a devastating foe on the battlefield. Anyway, now let's go over to my good friend Rexasaur. And here we are for the second game. I am viewing Rexasaur in his WZ-120, and this is Sacred Valley, or Ghost Valley? I can't remember. In this, I am not involved at all. Instead, he is platooned up with Nimbus in his M5355, and Bidden in his 212A. Rexasaur has the WZ-120 fully upgraded, I believe. And here we go. Pretty high tiering, actually. He's only just below the E75, so this should be a pretty, well, potentially good game. Not actually done much with the Chinese, I'll be honest with you. I've gone up to the Type T34. Like, I absolutely adored the Chinese variant of the M5. That was a very fun tank to drive. I will not lie. I've had good memories with that tank. Rexasaur moving into a medium position. He is quite good with the Chinese tanks, I'm not going to lie. He does get some pretty decent results in with, for example, the T-34-2 as well as the -1 as well. Though I have been told that most of the tanks, when it comes to gun depression-wise, are pretty terrible, so not the easiest of tanks to work with. Anyway, we've spotted initial contact, KV-4 and a T-71 in the enemy base. And T-71 moves into position, not aware of Rexasaur's presence. He shoots through the bush, and Bidden War finishes him off because, you know, why not? And also, the benefit is that because Rexasaur was firing at just a silhouette, and very, very unobservant Rumetal Borsig gets a very nice roll into him, and I think he hasn't been spotted. I don't know if he had Sixth Sense on this. I'm going to assume he does. It's a tier 9 tank and he would have put a pretty decent crew on it. So, KV-4 camping at the back there. Not a good thing for a KV-4 to do. As you can see, artillery is popping shells. Unfortunately, RNG says otherwise. So far, the game is not looking too great for the base. And, yes, he does have Sixth Sense. So he has now just been spotted by the ELC. And an ELC is making its way, possibly to try and take out the artillery. But Rexasaur... oh, he misses his first shot. The ELC is making a desperate bid towards Bidden. And Nimbus, if he gets through, he could spot the... and he goes auto-aim on this. Can he do it? Ooh, he's getting closer. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Right into the back of the ELC, thus killing him completely. Down south, things aren't looking very good for the team over by the Temple. Not really the same for the E75 and the Tiger 1. Very little support there. Charioteer made a mistake in going... I mean, you could say he tried to save the artillery, but... potentially he could sacrifice his own teammates in the determination for that. So Rexasaur goes round behind. He's done 1,200 damage already. So Rexasaur going around for the ultimate flank. If he's successful, he can get on the rear. Yep, he's going to get completely on the rear of all of these tanks. They're taking damage. Tiger tank has taken significant damage. E75 on fully upgraded is there. T29 just kills the Tiger. They've actually completely switched the situation down by the church. Bidden and Nimbus are throwing shells down their left, right. And Rexasaur gets a very nice high roll into the VK4502B. Jagdtiger 88 notices Rexasaur's location, goes to turn around. Rexasaur takes his time, fires, gets a nice high roll into it, actually bounces a shot, and Bidden claims the kill. And the E75 gets the tank. Ooh. Half his hit points have now been zapped by a shot there. Very good repair, actually. Didn't use his repair kit. Situation has completely turned around for the T29 and IS3. So now the IS3 and the T29 engaging. IS3 is trying to make a bit of an escape to get a shot in. Rexasaur makes a move. He fires. High roll on 2. He takes a high roll shot from the IS3. Rexasaur reversing. Good awareness of his map environment. Could have got caught out there. He's now reloaded. IS3 knows it. He bounces. Oh, but luckily the IS3 throws a shell, missing it. Nimbus gets a kill on the T20. T29 gets a lucky kill and knocks out the E75, but Rexasaur takes out the thing. And the KV4 miraculously moved across the map now, leaving Rexasaur alone. Rexasaur professionally goes the T29 into it. Another high roll. He's been getting lots of high rolls this game. Bloody hell. So T29 probably would have reloaded by now, but Rexasaur could do it. Can he do it again? He fires and the T29 bounces, but leaving Rexasaur the chance to kill the enemy T29. So far the game is looking pretty much 50-50. They're about 1 kill up. KV4 making a mistake here, I reckon. Fires a bit too prematurely and giving Nimbus the kill. And AMX12T, who is actually doing some damage. He could get it, and he's out of ammunition, so now he can't. Oh, no, he doesn't. She knows what he's doing. Oh, shit, there's artillery. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, he just missed. Rexasaur claims the AMX-12T. M53 is absolutely buggered. He's probably going to try and go for a ram kill. Can he save it? Can he get it? He does, but it's only a few, and he still charges anyway. But oh no, the enemy artillery is making another desperate attempt to push up. It's looking all for the thing. The Walker Bulldog is making his way over. I think the M53 is just making a dash for it now. Walker Bulldog tries to move in, and Rexasaur claims the last kill, but only getting 134 damage, and he's also just been spotted. So there you have it, the WZ-120. A pretty intense game there, but most enjoyable to watch. Loved the bit with the fact that the artillery fires and gets shot. So he's like, oh, I might as well ram kill him. And it only does a tiny amount of damage. It doesn't even do any damage. So there you go, Lord Rexasaur showing us how to do WZ-120 in the Tier 9 Chinese medium tank. It almost makes me want to get one. So anyway, guys, let's go to the results of that to show you what he got for his rather amazing replay there. I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty awesome replay. Well, naturally, a game of that accord would accommodate you with a Mastery Ace tanker and a high caliber. He also got himself a Top Gun as well, which was pretty damn awesome. Because he didn't have a premium account at the time, he only got 47,000 credits. 2,582 doubled experience. All of his shots, except all but one of his shots, hit and penetrated, or hit the target, which is pretty damn nice. He got a nice amount of 4,906 damage, which is pretty damn good. He also got, if we go into the details here, 1,508 upon detecting damage, which is pretty damn awesome. So basically, the amount of this is kind of why being a medium tank with 2 artillery does work really well, as he was able to like spot targets for both Nimbus and Bidden, who were able to utilize their artillery to the most. This is how teamwork with artillery worked. This is how it works really well. So a damn good game all around. So anyway, I will now take you now back to the garage. So there you have it, 2 pretty impressively awesome replays, and yeah, it was actually quite a lot of fun to have a look at these ones. Admittedly, it was slightly more fun to watch Rexasaur's, as at that time I kind of had a vague sense of familiarity with that game with Nimbus, but that said, I hadn't seen everything from his perspective. I was kind of more tunnel visioning on other stuff, so it was kind of nice to see a different perspective on that replay as well, especially from someone who actually did it way better than me. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed that. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below. I've also put my email for Crap Hunter in the description as well, so if you fancy uploading your replays, if you've had a particularly good replay or a particularly hilarious replay, do let me know in the comment section down below, or you can send your email to my email, which is in the description, craphunter@hotmail.co.uk. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. This is Crap Hunter signing out. I'll catch you next time.